Hi everyone, welcome. I am here with a requested video. A subscriber had seen this page and said they would love to know how I did the bubbles. So we are going to spend some time talking about how I color bubbles. I am not a professional colorist. This is just what works best for me. So first of all, we will look at this page. There are lots of ways to do bubbles. It's really depending on what you're looking for. There are these kind of bubbles. So I originally recorded a tutorial on this page and then realized I wasn't on camera the whole time I was doing this bubble, so it got left out. So I think what I'm gonna do is play on a piece of paper I painted, so half white, half black, and I'll just kind of show you how I do a few different ways of bubbles. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see if I turn a little because I am left-handed. I'm gonna start on this side, and I drew it in blue. Even if your line is black or if you want to go over it with white, either way works perfectly well. So I went over it, I used it dark, so I'm going to go to my next lightest. Usually on blue I use 3 to 4 shades just to really get that light translucent effect in the middle of the bubble. So I'm coming in soft because we want to blend, so blending. You want to leave a fuzzy line. You want to make sure your circle stays circle as best you can all the way around the whole time. Okay, gonna go in with another one. I'm using Prismacolors, but the colors I'm using don't really matter. You can mix and match colors. It's just the technique that is important with bubbles. And I know there are other bubble tutorials out there. If this one doesn't make sense to you, what I usually have to do myself to learn is watch 3 or 4 videos of other people doing it, like bricks or stones or water or bubbles, and then I kind of take a little bit of each one, how I like it, and then make my way with it. So there's never really a right or a wrong way to color anything. So this is going to be my lightest, so I'm going to go all the way around. You also want to decide where your highlight's going to be. I probably should have left mine up higher, but being as we don't have a light source with this bubble, it's not too big a deal. Practice ones. So, and then you'll just kind of see that start to appear. And the better you blend and the more seamless it is, the more realistic your bubble will look. Okay, and then last step is optional, just depending on how you like it. But I just kind of blend everything. The cloud blue, usually the white is more important in other colors. The cloud blue blends everything together pretty good. So, okay, and it's also important to note highlights are up to you, whether you want to take white acrylic and streak it, a gel pen, a chalk marker. I don't even have a white gel pen out right now. Oh yes, I do. They usually don't work so well for me though. You can just add your own little whatever you want your bubble glare to look like. Or you can leave it off. If they're not already included on the bubble, I usually just use my pencil to create the highlight and call it good. So for green, you would do the same thing. Now I know, why are you thinking you need a blue bubble and a green bubble? Oh my gosh, my cat is gonna crash and it's gonna be really loud. It's important to notice your surrounding. Is your bubble landing on grass? Does your bubble have sky behind it? Because that's gonna really be the colors you want to focus on. You don't want to be outside with a blue sky and have a red floating bubble. It just wouldn't look. Of course, these days there are fancy bubbles. There's smelly bubbles and colored bubbles. Okay, next color, and it's just the same process. Make sure I'm keeping that circle as even as I can all the way around. Going over and coming in. I do want to come in a little bit more. Still on camera here. I gotta watch. I did my whole first tutorial and I wasn't even on camera. Oh my goodness. So proud of myself for getting stuff done. Went to watch the replay, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh my goodness. I was talking and coloring way over here. Okay. This color is optional. I am going to tone it down. I know this looks kind of weird, but it is a great highlight color. Not going to go all the way to the center with this one. If you're doing Ghostbusters, this is a great bubble. Just saying. Alright. Actually, I probably should have went in a little more. It's gonna look if I don't. Okay, and then this part's gonna take a second to kind of buff out. So I might have a little too harsh of lines. That one needs a little softer lines, but same aspect, dark to light. Okay, now we're going to play with these ones over here on black. So I drew them in with white pencil and I added some reflection lines. It is really simple. You can really add anything you want. You know, the only thing you want to remember is what you do to one side of the bubble with one color, you want to do to the other side of the bubble. The same color, make them even. So that's all I did. Now you can still do the same thing if you want to color them in. Almost off camera again. Okay, this just kind of defines the edge of the bubble. Oops. White is up to you. I like to add it just to the little top corner to make it look a little lighter. I don't have a white Posca, I would use it, but there's that bubble. So yeah, it's basically any way you want to work it. You can go all the way. The only thing about going all the way is then it kind of starts not to look like a bubble. But you can draw your little, proof it out a little more one inside. Yeah, I think that's about everything. I know all my tricks about bubbles anyway. If you have any more questions, comments, ideas, anything else you want to see, please leave it below. Helps me create content. I don't do a lot of coloring chats, but I can. Sometimes I get into coloring and don't talk. So yes, let's do a blue and pink bubble real quick. Show this one is kind of neat, and then I will end this video. I'm like half asleep, but I really wanted to get this done. I'm not gonna go all the way around with this. It's gonna look rough at first. It is. I'm just kind of mixing colors. All I'm kind of doing right this second. I'm gonna add a real light inside. And this is what I mean by keep your circle. I'm starting to get an oval shape, which is going to make my bubble look kind of, I mean, I know not all bubbles are perfect, but okay, then we're going to add a layer of this. So the goal will be to have a pink and purple colored bubble. The no line blending will be very important for this type of bubble, and that's probably really rocking the camera. You don't want any lines. You want it to look very smooth, very reflective. Hopefully my neighbors upstairs aren't coming through on video because they're really loud. It's they're stomping, they're banging, like there's nothing going on in my apartment, and it's super loud. Okay, coming in with white, and I'm really blending out that pink. I don't want it there. I want everything really blended. So yeah, that is bubbles. The important thing is just blend, blend, blend. I just want to see. If you don't want to color the whole bubble, there's one more. I've never been very good at this way though, but I'm going to try it out of curiosity. going by the camera, my pink's a little thicker than my blue. And again, this will be whatever colors you want. It doesn't have to be. That one's almost too bright. We kind of have a little rainbow bubble going on, little action here. And then obviously you could color that all the way in, all the way around, or you could leave it just the edges. Yeah, it could really be done with about any colors. So there are all my bubbles. I thank you for watching. I hope it helped, and I'll see you next video.